I stood in the doorway of the dining room, just like I had so many times before. The warmth from the fireplace didn't reach me. Laughter echoed around the table. Forks clinked against china. Christmas lights blinked in rhythmic cheerfulness. And yet, there was no place for me. Again. My name's Marin, and every year, without fail, I come home for Christmas with a heart full of cautious hope and leave with it chipped just a little more. This year, though, something inside me had shifted. I was tired. Not in the physical sense, but tired of being the afterthought in my own family's story. Let me backtrack a bit. Growing up, I was the quiet one. The middle child. Not the oldest with the responsibilities or the youngest with the charm. Just Marin. I was the helper, the fixer, the one who always folded the napkins just right or volunteered to wash the dishes without being asked. It started subtly. A forgotten birthday, a missed graduation, a family group photo taken without me, then awkwardly explained away as, "Oh, you must have stepped out." But Christmas? That one always stung the most. Last year I arrived and there weren't enough chairs at the table. Mom said she miscounted. I sat on a stool from the kitchen with a paper plate while everyone else ate off fine china. I smiled, made jokes, and cleaned up afterward like it didn't hurt. But this year, it hit differently. When I arrived, the front door was unlocked, as always. I brought a homemade pie, Mom's favorite. No one noticed. No one offered to take my coat. No one said, "I'm glad you're here." The air was filled with cheer that I wasn't a part of. Then I walked into the dining room. It was full. And once again, no seat for me. I stood there, watching them pass the rolls, carve the turkey, and clink their glasses. And that's when my older brother, Tyler, looked at me from across the table. With a smirk and zero hesitation, he said, "Your plate's outside with the dogs." The entire table burst into laughter. I didn't. I just stood there, still, like a statue that had spent years pretending to be part of the furniture. "Come on, it's just a joke," Tyler added, mouth full of stuffing. Was it? Was forgetting to set a place for me also a joke? Was ignoring my messages, my calls, my birthday, and pretending I didn't exist? Was all that just family fun? This time I didn't smile. I didn't make a joke to diffuse the tension. I just said calmly, "You're right. That's exactly where I belong, isn't it?" The room quieted. I stepped further into the room. My boots left faint prints on the rug, damp from the snow outside. Everyone stared like I had suddenly grown fangs. No one noticed I wasn't in the family photo this year, or last year. You all edited me out so smoothly. Dad shifted in his chair. "Marin, that's not..." I held up a hand. "It's okay. I'm not here to argue. I just wanted to say something." I took a deep breath. My voice didn't shake. Not this time. I'm done trying to be seen. I've spent years thinking that if I just did more, helped more, stayed quiet, and didn't make waves, you'd remember I was here. But you don't. And I'm tired. Tyler rolled his eyes. "So what? This is some dramatic speech? You always had a flair for..." "Stop!" I said it so quietly, but it cut through the room like a blade. I came back every year because I hoped one day it would feel like home again. But it never does. And I realize now, it never will. I looked around. No one met my eyes. Not Mom, not Dad. Not even my younger sister, who once cried to me about a breakup I helped her through while she now ignored my texts. You can keep pretending I don't exist, but I won't. I pulled the pie from my bag, walked into the kitchen, and placed it on the counter. "Merry Christmas," I said to no one in particular. Then I walked out. Snowflakes landed on my cheeks as I stepped outside. It was cold, but I felt lighter than I had in years. I got into my car and turned on the engine. My hands trembled. Not from nerves, but from release. The stillness of the car, the quiet hum of the heater, felt like peace. For once, I didn't cry. I didn't call a friend to vent. I didn't spiral. Instead, I drove to a nearby diner that had an open sign glowing warmly in the window. I sat at the counter, ordered a plate of pancakes, and told the waitress, "Merry Christmas." She smiled. "You too, sweetheart." For the first time in a long time, I felt seen. And you know what? Maybe I don't need a seat at a table where I've always been treated like a stranger. Maybe it's okay to build a new table, one where I'm not an afterthought. So Tyler, enjoy your joke. Enjoy the seat you never offered, because I've finally taken mine elsewhere.